Hey Capricorn, intuitive soul coach here with your July 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Capricorn, you have here perspective and milestones showing up as your key themes along with belief system. So I'm getting here that some of you have really shifted your viewpoint. As Wayne Dyer says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, and you are hitting a major milestone in your world. So I like this energy showing up, but it starts from within. It starts with that shift. Now, this is about gaining a new point of view. It's all about seeing something from a new angle, a new perspective, or the higher picture of it all here. You may have gone in for professional guidance, soul coaching. This can be about getting clarity through meditation, through your guides, your higher self. Whatever this is here, you've taken off the rose-colored lens. You've seen through the illusion, the BS, or the fabrication that something no longer is real, no longer exists, and that can also be fear, false evidence appearing real. So I do see here that for a lot of you, there has been some sort of leveling up, some sort of shift that's taking place, but it hasn't been without your hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. Because a lot of you have been working really hard in your career, in your self-development, your relationships, your health goals, whatever this may be for you, or all of the above. You're seeing that things are starting to shift here on a physical level. You have milestones as your middle key themed card. This is all about hitting those accomplishments. This is about victory, a major win, some sort of success, whether that shows up in the form of maybe a promotion, an award, a ceremony. It could be a certification, whatever this may be for you. I'm feeling that you are pumped up this month here, Capricorn. You did it. So pat yourself on the back. This is a major milestone and you've put in a lot of work to achieve this. And I feel like there's many more milestones to hit, but this is about you celebrating those wins. So regardless of where you are at on your journey towards your goal, towards whatever it is that you want to see through, I feel like you are celebrating a win. Now there could be a new opportunity here for you. For some of you, you've received the job. For others of you, you're meeting a new friend or the love of your life. This could be a milestone of hitting a certain financial amount in your bank account, or hitting a certain, a place that you've wanted to live. Maybe you've always had a dream of being near water, building a home, buying a home, having your own space. Whatever this is for you, it's big. And I feel a big sense of accomplishment here, and personal satisfaction is the theme that I'm getting here. So there's some sort of personal satisfaction, but I also feel for you, Capricorn, other people are recognizing what it is that you have to offer, or they're recognizing your success. They're proud of you. I am feeling here that you're surrounding yourself more with people that want to see you thrive, that want to see you be a success, because you're in this together. I feel like this could be your family, this could be your soul tribe. So in a sense, the happier you are, the more you inspire other people to go for their dreams as well. And this has to do with your belief system as well. Some of you have taken a deep dive into limiting beliefs, your self-talk. You've been praying to your guides, the angels, your higher power, universe, source, whatever it is that you call your higher power. This is about you diving in and working together, eradicating any of those limiting beliefs and replacing them with more empowering thoughts, because those thoughts become your reality, and what you focus on grows. And your very first card out here, Capricorn, is the Empress, and what she focuses on grows. She's the most abundant energy in tarot aside from that sun. She's able to bring life to anything that she wants. And when this Empress shows up, this is about you being the nurturing creator that you are. What is it that you want to create? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind here on Mother Earth? There's a connection here, a soul connection, a divine connection to your purpose, to your passion, to your mission. This could be between you and another person. It could be you and your child, unborn child, or children that is here in the physical. Okay, this is about you opening yourself up to creation instead of smothering or suppressing that inner creator within. Because some of you put something on the back burner, or you just didn't trust your intuition. And when the Empress shows up here, you are a goddess. You are creative. You are nurturing. You are maternal. This is something that you are putting to action here. So I really love. It doesn't matter if you're female or male. But I feel like you are diving into the feminine aspect of yourself more. And that's where we are going here on earth. We are opening up to embrace more femininity here on earth than we ever have before. You may have heard it's a man's world, right? In the past, you may have heard that there was so much masculinity, that action oriented. We have to constantly be producing. We have to see it in the physical. We're coming into this Aquarian age of receptivity, of self-love, of nurturing our soul's purpose, of intuition, of compassion and kindness. And that's what the Empress entails here. And this is about that feminine aspect of you doing you, not smothering, your ideas, not putting out that flame. This is about you reigniting it and growing it to what you want to see, whatever that milestone here is for you. So I'm loving this. Okay, this is good. Some of you may even be reaching people on a global level. You could be traveling the world, touring the world. I'm sensing that some of you may even reach people on a broader scale than you thought possible in your professional world as well. This could be you moving across the world or into a new location where you have a fresh start. Could be a fresh start in love. It could be a fresh start opening yourself up to a brand new beginning, because you have the Page of Cups showing up here. This is new excitement. In the past, you didn't have the motivation to go all in, but now you do. There's this new sense of fulfillment. There's this energy flip. Now, some of you, this perspective has to do with balancing that masculine and that feminine energy, that yin and that yang. Some of you may have been go, 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 where you may be into a phase of your life where maybe you're retiring, maybe you're slowing things down a little bit so you don't have to work harder. You can work smarter. Right? So this Page of Cups, there's a new beginning available. Some of you are actually pregnant. You are pregnant with a child. You're pregnant with new ideas, new inventions, new creativity, new inspiration, and you're giving life. This is about you giving life here to whatever it is that you want to see manifesting, because you are co-creating with your manifesting partner, spirit, right? That's your belief system. There's a high level of spirituality, a high level here of protection. Some of you are connecting with the angelic realms. It could be ascended masters. Some of you are really diving into the spiritual, or I'm getting here, some of you may have grew up reading the Bible, or you may have went to church. Maybe you still do that as well, but I am getting this energy of just unconditional love here. And so it's higher source, higher power energy coming in here for you. And there's a new sense of excitement and momentum, because you know that you're not in this alone. This is something that may feel new to you. It may be that you've always known you weren't alone, but there's a new sense of motivation where you're reigniting that spark and that flame. I love it. Could be new love coming in for some of you. You may meet someone that you start a family with, that you really nurture and grow. For others of you, I feel like you could even be working with children. It could be part of your mission. Some of you are surrogates, I'm hearing, or some of you may have done that. You may have been adopted. There could be something with nursing. You may work as maybe a doula, or you work in pediatrics, or you work with children in some way, shape, or form. Now, there is a new opportunity for abundance showing up here. This could be a new job, a new home. The Ace of Coins is a beautiful energy to bring in new opportunities, because in the past, you may have felt like something was unfinished or you missed out on it. This is the time. It's time to seize the moment. And you actually have the timing card here when it comes to wealth. It talks about you seizing the moment, because there could have been a period where you've missed out, or you were unemployed, or you didn't get the home that you wanted. You weren't able to move or relocate or travel, whatever this was. This opportunity for you is yours, therefore it will not pass you by. And when this Ace of Coins shows up here in your world, I feel like there's dollar signs attached to it. You can see the dollar signs in the tree, but this is an opportunity that can grow or increase your abundance and also bring you stability. So again, this could be health, it could be home, it could be career, it could be the body, finances. It's something earthly, something physical, something tangible. And that may be part of the milestone, but you needed to change your perspective or your beliefs around it in order for it to come to fruition. And here it is. Pat yourself on the back. Wow, you've done a lot of work. The King of Wands. This has been showing up in a lot of readings lately, and I love this card because look at that King of Wands. He's wearing a cape. He is in need of a hero, so that's who he becomes. He doesn't wait for that hero to come in and change his life for him. He becomes that damn hero. He grabs that cape, whether it's been hidden, like I always say, either in his closet or in a drawer where it is gathering dust. He forgot that he was his own superhero. He forgot at times that he has goals. Sometimes we put those goals to rest, right? In the closet or, in a drawer, we put them away and we reprioritize. And I feel like you here, King of Wands energy, even though you Capricorn are earthly, you have a new opportunity to go explore, to go travel, to put yourself out there, to reach new heights, to be seen, to be heard, to be understood. When the King of Wands shows up, he takes charge of his destiny. He's very active. He's passionate. He's goal-oriented. He could even be a spiritual influencer as well, or a motivational speaker. Some of you, your father or you yourself, you may be a minister or an ordained minister. You may be speaking in front of people. You could be a public speaker as well, maybe even an author. But the King of Wands is someone who people look up to. When he speaks, people listen because he talks with such a warm, adventurous energy that it reaches and it ripples. It ripples through the crowds, and people want to shift because of what it is that he has to say. And I feel like the reason why it's so impactful is because you've lived it, you've experienced it, you've been through it. So whatever this is here for you, Capricorn, you're putting on your cape and you're becoming your own hero. And that's a big milestone. So I'm proud of you. You should be proud of you. We have the Six of Wands. I mean, this is beautiful. And tapping into your energy here for the past few months, and even the past year or so, a lot of you have been through a struggle. Like you've been through a challenge here, something very difficult. There is a glorious win. Six of Wands is about a glorious win because in the past, you may have felt like you fell from grace. You may have felt like you've been cast aside, right? Cast out of the Garden of Eden here. I know we're getting a little bit deep in the in that energy, but this is big. This is profound. So this is about you not giving up on those dreams and, your higher source, God, universe, whatever this is for you. This is about you not giving up and knowing that spirit was your ally this whole time, even when you feel like you were walking along, the path by yourself. Some of you do have a grandmother, great grandma, it could be mother, someone who has been praying for you, praying over you. You've asked for prayers, something here with angelic guidance. The Six of Wands is a glorious win, and other people, look at them. You see the hands in the background. They're cheering you on. They're rooting for you. And wow, look at this. It's almost the same exact energy, hands up in the air. Do you ever notice when we have a win or something is very exciting, we move our hands, we move our arms, right? We throw them in the air like we just don't care, right? You put your hands up there, you say yes, or, we do things with our hands so much, and including prayer. And the hands are such powerful energies. We can heal through the hands. We talk with our hands. We move. I mean, the energy within the hands is constantly going. And some of you, maybe you have some strong Italian in your history as well. But I do feel here for a lot of you, there's a big win and you're going to be excited about it and you're going to throw your hands in the air. Beautiful. Last but not least here, we have the Judgment card. I love the Judgment because it is a rise. It is Judgment Day here in a sense. And again, I'm not a religious person, but I am getting a little bit of a religious undertone. These readings are never religious. I'm highly spiritual and intuitive, but again, not shaming anyone at all who goes more of that religious path. But I am getting here some sort of underlying belief here of that God source energy has helped lift you up. And you may or may not have read the Bible back to back. I know I have not, I will say, but I know that in the Bible there is what is called the Judgment Day. And so this is judgment within your own personal life because you have had an awakening. There's been some sort of a spiritual awakening in your world that is allowing you to have this second chance. This is an earned reward, Capricorn. There may have been negative consequences that led to, karma, because what is karma? It's just what we put out there, we get back in return. Really, it's the law of attraction. Karma gets such a bad rap, but the Judgment card here is about changing your life for the better because you've done the evaluating. I'm also getting that some of you, now this could be a family member, could be you yourself, it could be a dad. Some of you turned your life complete 360. Alcoholic to sobriety, rehab, or, in prison to minister. You know what I mean? I feel like there's some sort of complete energy shift. It doesn't have to be so extreme, but I feel on an internal level, it is so extreme. There could have even been an NDE, near death experience, that brought you closer to a family member, brought you closer to your God source, brought you closer to your soul's mission, right? It was a wake-up call. And when this Judgment card shows up, in the past, you may have been judging yourself or others. Other people may have judged you, but that's about to be released where other people, they may have judged you in the past for some consequences or some actions that you needed to learn to evolve and to grow from. But now people look up to you as an inspiration. Now people look up to you and they say, wow, look at everything that Capricorn has come to and come through. Look at how far they've come along. They've shifted and they've shaped and they've lived their life according to some challenges and struggles that they've been through, but they didn't let life break them. And that's what I feel is happening here. So this is a very profound, deep reading. I'm also getting grandmother. Some of you have a grandmother. Could be an Italian grandmother as well. Could have someone here who did have maybe rosary. I'm getting Catholic too. Someone may have had rosary beads or may have prayed upon you. They're still with you is the message here as well. Okay. I'm getting the name Lori or Lorelei. Please take that as it resonates. Lori or Lorelei. All right. When it comes to finances, wealth, money, and career, you have the Eggs card. This is all about starting over. It's about saving up. It's about resources, that nest egg. Some of you are in the healthcare industry, new opportunities, or even insurance. Now, it doesn't mean you're completely starting over from scratch. You're starting over from experience, from wisdom. Now you have the wisdom to choose differently. It's like that serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to change the things I cannot change and to accept the things I can, right? I think I just butchered that prayer, but you get my drift. There's something here with you doing it in a new direction or going in a new direction because you're not going to repeat the lessons of the past. And that new beginning, that fresh start is mental. It starts within the mind, within the body. It's emotional. It is, internal. And that's what's happening here for you. Now, some of you could be switching, getting into or out of healthcare. You could be promoting. This can be an opportunity to head towards holistic health. I'm getting here, nutrition or wellness as well. You have the cutlery. I love this card. I love when it comes up because what is the utensil that's missing? The spoon. And I always say you can't eat soup with a fork. You need that spoon. But the spoon to me represents your own intuition. It represents what you cannot see. Just because we can't see it doesn't mean that, it's not there. This is about you having the business tools, needing more money, living well. This can be food related. You may be the sole provider or it may be needing more work. And if that's the case, then go within to find that missing spoon, right? That intuition to trust, to move forward. Let spirit be your ally, your guide, your coach, your mentor, because you don't have to do this alone. It's not just you and the fork and the knife, right? You have that spoon available to you. Some of you may be into wellness, cooking healthy. You may be deciding to open up a shop of your own. Maybe you're thinking about healthy items, going green, something with a vegan diet. I'm also sensing taking a look and detoxing, maybe going on a cleanse. Some of you I'm getting here, oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, this is a little TMI. Take it as it resonates. There's something with coffee enema or cleaning out the body through that source. Please take it as it resonates. But there's something here with maybe it's eliminating coffee. I mean, coffee elimination. But take that as it resonates. Is that even a thing? Do people still do that anymore? Coffee enemas? All right, we have the Watch card. It's time to profit, Capricorn. This has been a long time coming here for you. Your hard work is paying off. This is all about divine timing, seizing the moment. You went through a little bit of a lull. For some of you, it was a long time lull. You were laid off, temporary work. You felt like there was setback after setback, right? You felt like you've missed out on opportunities or you had that fall from grace. This is time to seize the moment because you have a win here. And this win is beautiful. And I feel like not only is spirit proud, but you have loved ones on the other side, as well as hopefully loved ones here as well that are very proud of you. So pat yourself on the back. It's not an ego pat, right? It's a pat that, wow, I did this. I'm also getting the name Pat, okay? Someone may be named Pat or Patricia. Now, when it comes to love, you have soulmate, let go of control issues, and you deserve love. Now, some of you have already met the soulmate that you seek. It says, yes, this is your soulmate. For others of you, this could be what you're calling in with this page of coins because you shifted this perspective here. And this could be a win. Maybe you've wanted to attract love for quite some time. And finally, it's here. It's right on the cusp where you already have met this person. So soulmate energy is here. It's available if you want. Let go of control issues. And remember we were talking about that masculine and that feminine energy earlier? Sometimes that emperor can be very controlling, very dominant when he's not living in the higher vibration of the emperor. But the empress, however, she's more of that, that feminine, that soft, where she doesn't let that control and that anger get the best of her. And that's what you are releasing because you're embracing that feminine quality. So if some of you suffered with control issues, you're trying to control the outcome, or you just felt like you were out of control or someone else around you may have been out of control, you're releasing that energy and you're moving towards more of that feminine with the Empress. Next, you have you deserve love. You are lovable. Some of you have went through a very manipulative, narcissistic, violent, challenging relationship with a loved one, whether it was a parent, whether it was a sibling, whether it was a romantic partnership, but something went sour. Something took a turn along the way and you lost your confidence within yourself, with your ability to be loved, Capricorn. And Spirit is saying here that you are absolutely lovable. You deserve love. You are embracing love and you're remembering that you yourself, Capricorn, come from love. So it's nothing that left you, right? But sometimes we have the conditionings pressed upon us that layer like an onion. They layer on top and layer and layer and layer. And we forget that we are unconditional love at the root of it. And we start to believe what everything else or everyone else tells us about ourselves that may be negative. And that may have been a challenge for your belief system. It may have challenged you in this lifetime to connect to your higher source, to eliminate those limiting beliefs, to take a look at your self-talk and reprogram that neuroplasticity within your brain to tell yourself a new story. Right? One that is going to be true for you in this moment, right here, right now. Not nothing that exists in the past or in the present, because right here in this moment is all we have, right? That's all that's guaranteed. All right, let's take a look here and get a few messages. This is a beautiful deck that was gifted to me, the Age of Aquarius Tarot and Oracle, which I will link in the description box. It should be the last deck. Very powerful symbolism, very beautiful energy. If you're liking the energy, you may want to check that link out. You have here Rebirth, and take a look at that. Who does that look like, y'all? That is some Jesus vibes right there. So some of you, yes, there is a religious undertone in your reading, and it says, are you proud of who you have become? Are you proud of who you have become? I want you to ask yourself that question, Capricorn. Are you proud? Or do you need to do a deep dive into that belief system so you can answer that question truthfully and honestly? Because if you are not proud of who you have become, the Judgment card is showing up saying you can choose a different path, right? You can do things differently. You can create a life, well, love for some of you, but it's to create a life where you have that earned reward, where you've had to earn it, right? Instead of dealing not just with the negative consequences, which some of you have, but I feel like there's a new way on the horizon. So there's a rebirth here. So yes, you can answer that and say, yes, Melissa, I am proud. I am proud that I've overcome these challenges, that I've forgiven. Yes, I haven't always made the right choices. Yes, I haven't always been my kindest self. But I understand and I realize that I am a soul having a human experience. Therefore, I am not a perfect human because I'm here to experience it all. So therefore, there's a review, a compassionate and loving review, possibly of the past, so you can fully release and not continue living in the past. That's why you're undergoing a rebirth here, Capricorn. Next up, you have here inspired action. This is infinite. This is divine. This is opportunities here for you to take action, to reach that milestone, to reach that victory, to be that success. Whatever this is for you, you're feeling inspired and it is lighting you up. Beautiful. And lastly, you have the fly high, right? Some of you may be flying, maybe you're 10,000, isn't there a song, 10,000 levels above sea? I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, but some of you are definitely, you're flying high at this time. You may be traveling. There could be an energy here of feathers, seeing winged creatures. This could be ascension. This is all about you being able to rise above, right? That's what the flying is. And look at that. There's an angelic presence that we talk about here in your reading as well. So a lot of undertones here, but I feel like you've come a long way and your soul is ascending. And you're also, some of you have actually seen angels. I have with my eyes closed many times, but with my physical eyes open, I have seen angelic presence 3 times in my life. 3 times with the angelic wingspan and I can't even describe it. But some of you know what this is like and you have seen this, especially if you've undergone a near-death experience, or maybe you've just been calling and connecting with your spiritual helpers, right? This is a very powerful energy coming in, Capricorn. Very powerful indeed. Now, questions that came through from your soul's truth. Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? And do they help you step into your greatest potential? Today is soul action, Capricorn. Make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself and clarify, is there anyone in your life that no longer serves you? Can you love them from a distance? That's okay to do. We're conditioned at times that blood is thicker than water, that we have to stay with family because they're family, even if they abuse us, even if they walk all over us, or we are taught that we have to stay in a marriage because marriage is forever, right? Based on conditions, based on societal standards, based on beliefs. If something is harming or is not good, or you do not feel like you are in your soul's alignment, then regardless of what beliefs you were taught, if it doesn't feel true with your soul's alignment, you need to ask yourself, what are my morals? Is my soul's alignment my number one priority? Or is that belief so strong within me that that's going to trump my soul's truth, my soul's freedom, and my soul's happiness? That may be something you're taking a deep dive into. So surround yourself with those people that uplift you. We have here, where can I create more space? Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, hello masculine, hello emperor, right? You don't have the emperor, you have the empress. So instead of busy work, fill your space with it says here, create more space in your schedule, in your home, in your mind, and in your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. Do a clutter detox, Capricorn, of your schedule, home, and innermost self. Make space. Clarity will come. Sometimes we just need to set that space in our schedule just to have downtime. Have that time to read a book, lay in a hammock, creatively think. Right? You don't have to be producing something at all times. Now that could be another deep belief that you have ingrained within you. I have to be moving. I have to be producing. I have to be, that Tasmanian devil going because my great grandfather used to work for, in the fields for hours and hours and hours. And they worked for the family and hard work and effort and dedication. I can't slow down. I can't, right? And maybe something you want to take a deep dive into. Beautiful. All right, at this time, we're going to do an exercise where we tune into your third eye chakra and get messages from your animal guides. So Capricorn, if you are able to, please close your eyes. Take a deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps this animal is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. It could be an animal that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, or one that's visited through your dreams, or one sitting right beside you. There is no right or wrong answer, Capricorn. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below. And I personally will enter you into that giveaway where I post right back here on this channel around the first of each month. So if you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do. All right away here, I was seeing snake. So some of you, if you did see the snake, I would love to hear it in the comment section below. Now, some of you may have a birthday on the 5th. You may be a life path 5, or you may be in a 5 personal year. You may be born on the 23rd, or you may be 49 years old. Now you have here bat spirit, bat, which is interesting because it says a rebirth is assured. And do you remember what one of your cards here was? Is rebirth. So double synchronicity, double clarification. A lot of you 5s in tarot can represent conflict, change. It can be uncertainty. It can be obstacles. So a lot of you had to overcome some obstacles in order to have this rebirth that you are heading towards with this judgment card. So this awakening, this spiritual awakening, but you wouldn't have been able to necessarily go through it without this struggle or challenge. But a rebirth is absolutely assured, and a lot of you are already in it. Next, you have rabbit. Rabbit spirit, and bunnies are all about multiplying here, and it says now is a lucky time. So you're feeling inspired. Whatever it is that you focus your energy and attention on will grow, hence the Empress showing up here in your reading. Not only do you have milestones, you have a new beginning with the Ace of Coins, you have the Six of Wands. I mean, your cards are absolutely divine. They're beautiful, they're bright, they're inspired, and now is a lucky time for you. And lastly, you have eagle, eagle spirit. And it's interesting, if you are in the United States, we celebrate Independence Day on the 4th of July. So some of you, there could be a sense of freedom here, right? It could be freedom for you, freedom emotionally, financially, physically, spiritually, whatever this is here, eagle spirit has your back. And we've been talking about how spirit is your ally. Spirit is your co-creating partner, your guide, your coach here on earth, right? And this is saying spirit has your back, your guides, your angels, your team has your back. You're not alone. Spirit can help you feel liberated. So really beautiful. Pay attention to July 23rd as well. That could be significant for some of you out there, July 23rd. Okay, let's take a look. Last but not least, you have the Fates 17. And actually, if my memory recalls, the Fates actually is all about the Serenity Prayer, which is that prayer earlier that I butchered. So I think that's the same card. And if it is, guess what? We'll be able to say it correctly now. But the Fates here is all about fate, karma, acceptance. There are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card and actually this whole reading, because that came up earlier, even before I realized that this was what this card was. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life that you will never have control over, and we have that control card showing up here for you, Capricorn. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose that you can't always understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Wow, this is insane. Not insane, not in a bad way, but I mean, it's amazing that that was showing up here earlier for you, because that is literally what's going on here. Other people who they are. We can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is the time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if, Capricorn, what if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them is perfect from the perspective of spirit? And you have that perspective card here showing up as well. So what if it is perfect from that higher perspective? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Powerful. And last but not least here, when it comes to money and wealth and prosperity, your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by an outside force, but there is an underlying purpose that you can't always see. It could be a situation that you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Write it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, because you have the milestones. So I feel a lot of you are surrendering to this fate. Write it out and see where it leads. The serenity you surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. Capricorn, you will indeed flourish. Yes, something may have been preordained, as it said. There's something that you had to go through, and we gave you those examples earlier as well, where there could have been a complete 360, where there was an overhaul of a situation going from this end of the spectrum to this end of the spectrum, and everything in between, but you had to deal or go through that regardless of how challenging or struggling it was for you, because it was part of your contract. And I do feel that the stars are aligning for you to hit some major milestones here, some new opportunities, new love, you becoming your own hero here. I mean, this is a powerful, powerful reading. I don't even know if I've tapped in here. I mean, all of the readings I feel are quite powerful, but I'm feeling for you, this is big. This is big. You have the Empress tying up one end of your reading, followed by the Judgment at the end. So there's something that you are softening into. Some of you may have even had a past life where you had to be something different in this lifetime. So for example, perhaps in a past life, you were, a healer. You healed with herbs and with medicine from nature, right? With the Empress. And in this lifetime, you are doing something more traditional and you're trying to find that balance. There's some sort of karmic cycle or there's some sort of balance, acceptance. Some of you may have even drawn in or pulled in people from past lives that you're healing from in this lifetime. And that's pretty deep. That's a whole nother path. If you want to dive into that, feel free to book a personal reading. But I am getting here you overcoming a lot, and you're going to hit these milestones. You're going to hit the ground running this month, but in a way that you're kind of going inward. So it is a feminine energy here of abundance, of gratitude, of loving yourself, loving those around you, but also doing what is in alignment with your soul's truth. Thank you so much for tuning in here, Capricorn. If this resonates, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. I would love to see those power animals in the comment section below. And again, if you haven't already hit that subscribe and notification bell, if you're vibing with the energy here on this channel, please feel free to do so. Lots of love. Thank you for spending your precious time here. Lots of gratitude.